And hello, Zmeiros is with you. Today I will show you how to install these bench vises. First I will take a hammer and show you this metal piece. I take a bent copper plate and I straighten it using a hammer and the vises that I will install in this video. As you can see, after a series of strikes, this bent copper plate becomes nice and flat. Alright, now let's bend it. These vises we don't need anymore. Alright, where are they? Here. We will install them like this. Here. I take the copper plate and clamp it with the vises. Like this, tight. And now I hit it straight. Alright, done. Now I unscrew it and see this angle. Nice. Now I will show you how to install everything. Let's go. Here are the vises. Now I will flip them over and show you the size. As you can see, they are 5 inches. Cool vises. Alright. Let's put them aside. I take these bolts with a large black flat. Hit so they hold well. Size 30 by 8 by 16 inches. I also take the nuts. Same size, 30 by 8 by 16. That's everything I need. I also need a 3-meter tape measure. Here it is, a marker for marking cut lines. Also, I will need wood drill bits. I take a 10mm drill bit. As you can see, it's a large wood drill bit. Here, as you can see, 10mm. Alright, I put everything back and close it. Set it aside and I take a wood saw. Here it is. I also take a cordless drill and fully charged battery. Drill brand is DeWalt. I also take wood clamps and a wrench for tightening the bolts. So now everything is ready to install these vises. Let's go. And here we are. Now I'm a dragon again. I place the vises on the table. Now I need to measure the table to cut everything correctly. I test fit it. Now I need the tape measure. I start measuring. Oops, wrong. I set it properly and show you the size. 20 inches, as you can see. Now I need to take plywood, mark it, and then cut it. I'm back. As you can see, 20 inches is already measured. Here and here. Now I take a clamp to secure the plywood. I attach it to the table and tightened it. Now I take the tape measure again. I need to mark 40 inches. I measure. Yeah, everything is straight. And now I stretch the tape. I find where 40 inches is. Oops, Here it is. I take the marker and start driving. I mark the 40-inch point. I place the tape again. I make sure it doesn't move. And I mark the second point. Done. Now I roll the tape back. I use it as a ruler. Like this. I also mark the small piece. Everything is ready. Before cutting, I will show you a close-up. Then we will go outside. Here it is. This is how we will cut it straight. Everything turned out perfectly even. Same here. So yeah. Let's go outside. We are outside and now we cut. I take the saw and go. Alright, done cutting. Now I disassemble this structure and prepare the plywood to cut it into two parts. Now I secure the plywood. Alright, done. Now we cut this plywood. I take the saw and start cutting. Done. Now we separate it. And here's what we got. Let's take it to the garage. Here we go. But, and I'm here. Two parts, almost perfectly even. I stuck the plywood pieces to mark holes. Now I place the vices for marking. I try to find the best position. I think this works. There are three holes. First, second and third. Now let's mark them. First, I take the marker. I open it and mark the drilling points. First, second and third. Done. Now I go outside to drill. Perfect triangle, in my opinion. There are the three holes. This is the bolt size. The bolt is quite wide. So I need to make a recess. Using this drill and bit to seat the bolt head. Like this. Now let's drill. First we assemble everything. I take the main plywood. I will mount everything on it. First, I secure it. Now I take two wooden blocks. I use them to support the plywood. I align everything. Now I take a plywood. Flip it toward me. Now I take clamps and secure everything. It's not fast. Alright, done. Now I take the drill. It's drill. And the drill bit. Sorry for it. Now I am putting the drill bit into the drill. This will take some time. And done. I drill the first hole. I go in at an angle to avoid overheating. Circle motion. Done. I test the bolt head. It fits, but it sticks out slightly, so I widen it by 1 by 2 millimeters. Much better. Now I'm starting to drill everything. Now I check everything. Now it fits perfectly. I remove the bit. Now I take a standard wood drill bit. I open the case. Bit size 10 millimeters. Perfect for the bolt. Now I drill all holes. Yeah, slow and confident. Done! Now let's install it in the garage. And also don't forget to subscribe, please. Let's do it! Well, now I'm going to start cleaning everything up. Everything is clear. All holes are drilled perfectly. It looks so great. I didn't damage the plywood I was using, and I can use it again in the future. So now let's go to garage. Now I'm ready to install. First, I test fit everything. The first bolt never fits, so please wait. The bolt head sits flush. Now I'm starting to tighten all the other bolts. I tap it gently to make sure everything sits flush. Last. This is how it looks. Now I clamp it again. Use this. Everything is solid. Now I install the vices. I align them with the bolts. They drop into place. A few hand and hammer taps for safety. Perfect. Now I tighten the nuts. First nut. Start tightening it with a wrench. I'm done with first nut. Second. Third nut. Now I adjust all three. I tighten everything fully. Now the vices are on with the table. Perfect. They work perfectly. Now I will show you one more thing. They can rotate 360 degrees. Perfect for any job. That's it. Oi, hold on. The job is done perfectly. Subscribe to my channel. This was your favorite Zmeiros, a real dragon. In this video I installed bench vices. I will work with them in future videos. Subscribe! Yeah. Zmeiros was with you. See you in the next video. Bye bye!